Hey guys, it's BeggestAGFanEVer here, back again, and today I'm here for another comparison of the 35th anniversary dolls. So if you haven't seen my other videos in this series, I will leave a link up in the iCard so you can go ahead and get caught up. But today we are going to be comparing 3 Felicity dolls. From left to right, we have the BeForever Felicity, the 35th Anniversary Felicity, and then on the far right over here, we have a first edition Felicity from 1991. So just before we get started, I have a couple of disclaimers. I got my BeForever Felicity the year she came out, shortly after she came out actually. And then I got my first edition Felicity doll from a thrift store, so she's not going to be in the best condition, and obviously I don't have her meet outfit. As you can see, she's wearing Elizabeth's riding outfit, and that is because I got her from a thrift store. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So of course, like always, we start off by comparing the books. On the left here, we have the 35th anniversary book, and then on the right over there, we have a Scholastic edition from 1991. So the front covers are basically the same, and then here are the back covers of the two books. And the photos and pages between the two books are identical, with the new one having brighter and clearer photos than the older one. So we're going to go ahead and start off by comparing the 35th anniversary Felicity to the BeForever Felicity. So if we zoom in on their faces, you can tell that they both have the classic face mold, and I feel like the classic face mold between these two dolls is pretty similar. However, there are plenty of other differences between the two dolls. Starting off with their eyebrows, the new 35th anniversary one has lined eyebrows, where the BeForever one has feathered eyebrows. Their eye colors are also different. The 35th anniversary one has the electric lime green eyes, whereas the BeForever one has a darker set of green eyes. The face paints between these two dolls are also wildly different, with the BeForever one having more dramatic face paint, with pinker cheeks and pinker lips when compared to the BeForever one. Their hair colors are also very different as well, with the 35th anniversary one having darker, more brownish hair when compared to the BeForever one that actually has more of a redder tone than the 35th anniversary one. One more thing as well, both of the dolls have 3 pin curls on either side of their faces. And one other last thing I wanted to point out with their hair is that actually the BeForever doll has thicker hair than the 35th anniversary doll. I just turned them around and tried parting their hair down the back, and I felt like the BeForever doll had thicker hair than the 35th anniversary one did. When you turn the two dolls around, you can tell the difference in the hair color a bit more, especially where the light shines. It is more of a brown color on the 35th anniversary one when compared to a more red color on the BeForever one. The BeForever one also has longer hair than the 35th anniversary one does. While we still have these two dolls turned around, I just wanted to point out as well that both of them come with these white ribbons, and they are very similar, except the 35th anniversary one has these 2 points at the end, whereas the BeForever one is just cut on an angle. The 35th anniversary one is also a off-white one, whereas the BeForever one is a brighter white color. So obviously these dolls do not have the same meet outfits or the same accessories, so I'm just going to do a quick side-by-side showing the two dolls next to each other so that way you can see just a quick look. So I figured I would compare the things that are comparable between the two dolls, such as their socks and their shoes. Obviously, you can tell that there is a pretty big difference between both of their socks and shoes, with the 35th anniversary ones looking and feeling much thicker and softer than the BeForever ones. The 35th anniversary ones are still stretchy, but they look more historically accurate in my opinion when compared to the BeForever ones. The BeForever ones almost remind me more of tights that were just cut to be socks. The shoes between the two dolls are also different, with the 35th anniversary ones being black and the BeForever ones being brown. However, the material between the two shoes does seem to be the same. So before we compare their accessories side by side, I just wanted to talk about the quality of these two dolls. The 35th anniversary one has a dress that is pretty thin in my opinion, whereas if you've ever felt the BeForever dress, it is super thick and actually pretty high quality. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the BeForever dress's colors, I do have to say that it is a little bit thicker than the 35th 35th anniversary one. So if you were to get either the 35th anniversary doll or the BeForever Felicity doll, these are the accessories that you would get with them. So everything from these garters and over is the 35th anniversary one, and then these 4 items come with the BeForever accessories. So let's compare a couple of the things that are similar. So the first thing that we're going to compare between the two are these mob caps, and you can tell that they are pretty similar. They're both mainly white, and the new 35th anniversary one has this red maroonish ribbon going on it, tied in a bow. The only other difference between the two are the little pleats here at the front of the cap are more defined in the 35th anniversary one when compared to the BeForever one. When you flip them both over, both of them have elastic here at the back, so it helps stay on your doll's head. The only other comparable thing between the two accessory sets are these necklaces. So here are the 2 necklaces up close. You can tell that the 35th anniversary one, the beads are much smaller than the BeForever one. The colors of the necklaces are also very different, with the 35th anniversary one being more of a red and the BeForever one being more orangey colored. The types of clasps that are used on the necklaces are also different. So now that we finished comparing the BeForever Felicity to the 35th anniversary Felicity, let's go ahead and compare the 35th anniversary Felicity to the first edition Felicity from 1991. So even though these two dolls both have the classic face mold, you can really tell how much it has changed over the years. The 35th anniversary doll's face is way more narrow than the first edition Felicity. And not only that, but their mouth shapes are different and their eye shapes are different. Speaking of their eyes, you can tell that they both have lined eyebrows, except the 35th anniversary Felicity's eyebrows are way darker than the first edition Felicity's eyebrows. The eye color between these two dolls is kind of comparable. The first edition Felicity definitely has brighter eyes than the BeForever one did, but they are a little bit brighter in my opinion than the 35th anniversary doll's eyes. The face paint between these two dolls are also pretty different. Obviously, the first edition Felicity is going to be older than the 35th anniversary one, so her face paint has probably faded over the years, and that is probably why she has less face paint than the 35th anniversary Felicity doll does. And you can also notice a pretty big difference in their hair color. When you put the 35th anniversary Felicity next to the first edition Felicity doll, you can really tell that her hair is not really that red. Both of the dolls do have pin curls in the front of their face though. So one more thing I wanted to show between these two dolls I had to lay them down for, and that is the difference between their eyelashes. The 35th anniversary one has the hard black plastic ones, whereas the first edition Pleasant Company one has the soft brown ones. And for some reason this doesn't like to pick up too well on camera, but they are very noticeably different in person, both in color and texture. When you turn the two dolls around, you can really tell the difference in the color of their hair, with the 35th anniversary doll looking like she almost has brown hair next to the really bright red, almost orange color of the first edition Felicity doll. Surprisingly, even though my first edition Felicity doll has had her hair cut, the 35th anniversary doll and the first edition Felicity doll have around the same length of hair. So unfortunately, I cannot compare their outfits since I don't have a dress for my first edition Felicity. Although when I did get her from the thrift store, she did come with her original socks and shoes, so I can compare those. So you can tell that they are about the same length, and the color between them are also almost identical. The 35th anniversary ones have more stretch to them, but that's just because the first edition ones have probably lost their elastic over the years. The 35th anniversary ones are also much softer than the first edition ones. And then taking a look at their shoes side by side, you can tell that the 35th anniversary ones are more of a matte color when compared to the glossiness of the first edition shoes. And then one other slight difference between the two are that the buckles on the 35th anniversary one are smaller than the buckles on the first edition one. But other than those two differences, they seem to be about the same. So although I don't have the original Pleasant Company accessories for Felicity, I do have a set of her Mattel accessories from when she had her purple meat outfit. So over here we have the 35th anniversary accessories, and then over there we have the Mattel accessories. So starting off, we will take a look at her garters. So you can tell that they both say the same thing on them, But from this view, you can tell that the top one, which is the 35th anniversary, is much thinner than the Mattel one from my guess around 2005. However, the design between the two of them are identical. Also, the little papers that came with the garters are identical as well. Here we have the two bits as well as the cards that come on them. You can tell that the writing between the two of them are identical, and the only main difference between the two sheets is that the one from 2005 is a whiter color than the one that came with the 35th anniversary doll. This side of the bit is almost identical between the two of them, with the exception that the new 35th anniversary one is much clearer quality and has more detail than the older 2005 one. And then here are the backs of them. They're also very similar, except that the 35th anniversary one is a clearer quality than the older one. The 35th anniversary one also says copy on it as well. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at the two mob caps. Obviously, these two are different. The 35th anniversary one has a red maroon bow and a ribbon, whereas the 2005 Mattel one has a purple ribbon that is tied in a bow. The 35th anniversary one is also much smaller than the 2005 Mattel one. And then similarly to the BeForever one, the 2005 Mattel one does not have as neat of pleats as the 35th anniversary one. Flipping them around once again, both of them have elastic at the back. Except you can see that the opening back here is much bigger on the 35th anniversary one when compared to the 2005 Mattel one. Next, let's go ahead and compare the two purses. You can tell that they're very similar, but they are different. The 35th anniversary one is much darker in color when compared to the 2005 one, and the patterns on them are pretty similar, but they are different, with the 35th anniversary one being darker than the 2005 one. The 35th anniversary one is also smaller than the 2005 one. They both have ribbons though, so your dolls can hold them. And then the final thing we're going to compare between the two of them are the handkerchiefs. They are both around the same size and they are both white. The only main difference between the two of them are the laces, with the new 35th anniversary one having a more intricate lace detailing, in my opinion, when compared to the 2005 one. So now, of course, let's go ahead and compare their body cloths as well as their bodies themselves. So we have the BeForever Felicity, the 35th Anniversary Felicity, and then my first edition Pleasant Company Felicity. So the body tag on the BeForever Felicity says 2014, and her body cloth itself is very thin. It is definitely the thinnest of the three. The 35th Anniversary Felicity says 2017, and her body cloth is a lot thicker than the BeForever one, but nowhere near as thick as the Pleasant Company one. And of course, the Pleasant Company one does not have a tag on her, and her body cloth is the thickest. As you can tell as well, there is a pretty big color difference between the three of them, with the new 35th anniversary one having a really pink colored body cloth for some reason. It's not showing up that well on camera, but in person, it's really pink. The BeForever one has a pretty neutral tone colored one, and similarly to the Pleasant Company Samantha, the Pleasant Company Felicity doll has a really dark tan colored one. The BeForever Felicity and the 35th Anniversary Felicity are both pretty thin, and they're around the same width, and the Pleasant Company one obviously has a much thicker body. And just like the Pleasant Company Samantha, the Pleasant Company Felicity also has really thick limbs as well. And these two both have the hard vinyl, so when you try to squeeze either of their faces, it doesn't move, whereas the Pleasant Company one has the super soft vinyl. So if I were to squeeze her face like this, it would move. So when you turn the three dolls around, you can tell the difference between the neck strings or the lack of neck strings. The 35th Anniversary one and the Pleasant Company one both have neck strings, except the 35th Anniversary neck strings are much shorter and thinner when compared to the Pleasant Company neck strings. So here are all three dolls next to each other one last time. And as you can tell from this video, there are a lot of similarities and differences between the three of them. So be sure to let me know down in the comments below which one is your favorite out of these three, and also let me know if you spotted any more similarities or differences that I might have missed. So I guess that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave this video a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon so you'll be notified every single time that I upload. And like I said, comment down below which one is your favorite. And finally, be sure to follow me over on my Instagram. It is _BiggestAGFanEVer_ to see behind the scenes of my channel, as well as a bunch of cute photos of my dolls. And I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Bye bye!